Alright guys, what's going on? So, another week of some game pickups. I woke up Saturday morning, not super early because I'd looked at some Kijiji stuff and there wasn't really a ton of listings for garage sales, and I think there was only one that had some video game stuff listed. So I ended up getting out of bed probably around 8 o'clock or so, out of the house around 8:30 to go to some garage sales, and I drove to a few, nothing. Drove to a few more, nothing. No video games at any garage sales this weekend. I probably went to like 10 or 15 different garage sales, and not a single one had video games. I asked at all of them too, and nobody had anything. So that was really, really heartbreaking, but we still got some pickups. So we got pickups from pawn shops. So I went to a few different pawn shops. I think I went to 3 or 4 different pawn shops, and I got pickups at 2 of them. So the first one, my favorite pawn shop, 7 games for $20. Always love this pawn shop. So we got 7 games here from the pawn shop. Now this guy, first one I picked up, game called Smash Cars. I think this is just a racing game, but I'm hoping it's more Twisted Metal-ish. It's like some type of RC car kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. It might be junk, but I don't know. So that was number 1. Pickup number 2, another game I didn't have, Men in Black Alien Crisis. Love the Men in Black movies, so I'm curious to see if the game will be any good. I have one Men in Black game that I played a lot on the Game Boy Color. That game was really awesome. It's probably terrible, but I have an awesome memory of it in my mind. There's some nostalgia there. So I'm curious to see if this Men in Black game will be any good. We'll see. We'll see. Another game I picked up, a game called Risen 2 Dark Waters. This looks like it contains some extra content as well. It says contains some bonus content, which is pretty nice. Picked it up on the PS3. I think this is like some type of role-playing game, but I'm not too sure. We'll have to take a look. We'll have to take a look at what it's all about. But another game added to the collection. Another one I picked up, one I didn't have, pretty common. I have the second game. I don't have the first. I used to have the first, but I guess I sold it or something at some point. This is Resistance 3. So I'll be looking to get Resistance 1 at some point, so I can complete my Resistance trilogy. Wasn't a huge fan of the Resistance games from what I remember playing, but maybe looking back at them now, they might be a little bit better than I remember. So yeah, Resistance 3. I have Resistance 2. I gotta find Resistance 1. I'm sure I'll find that one at some point. Shouldn't be an issue. And then there's a couple more games here that I was a little more interested in. Ace Combat Assault Horizon, another one I didn't have. Ace Combat games were really awesome, so super stoked to add that one to the collection. As well as this game called Brink. I've seen this one a bunch of times, but I've never played it. I've never really seen any like footage or anything for it, but I've seen the game when I've been out kind of looking for games. And it was one I didn't have, so I figured, hey, why not pick it up? So we got Brink on the 360, as well as my very first Wii U game, Mighty Number 9 on the Wii U. This game looks super sick. So it looks very much like a Mega Man. I don't know if it's a Mega Man clone or Mega Man inspired, but definitely give me Mega Man vibes looking at that cover. So I heard this is pretty good, so I'm super stoked to add that as well. And it was really cool to see because normally the shelves that are at this pawn shop, they're always filled with, the front side is Xbox 360 and some Xbox stuff, usually kind of mixed in, like original Xbox. And then the back side is usually PS3, and then there's usually PS3 and then PS2 and Wii stuff, but they kind of did some rearranging. So on the front side now they have Wii stuff, and they added in the Wii U stuff. So it's cool to see some of these like newer games starting to kind of trickle down into the cheaper prices. So I'm super stoked over the next few years to see all the Xbox One stuff and PS4 stuff trickle down into this 7 for $20. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. And one of the other pawn shops that I went to, I don't go to this one too often because their prices are a little bit more expensive, but I always go there to see if there's any games that like I've had my eye on, or games that I've like never heard of that are kind of just sitting there because people don't pick them up. And I did end up picking up a couple. First one I ended up grabbing is a game called Future Tactics The Uprising on the PlayStation 2. I think this is a multi-platform release. I think it's on the GameCube and Xbox as well. But I've never seen this one before, and the cover, it just looks like an Advance Wars cover. I couldn't get over it. I was like, that just looks like Advance Wars, where it says Future Tactics. Absolutely looks like Advance Wars. So I was like, I need to grab this. It had a price of $3 on it, so I was like, I feel like I gotta grab this. I don't know if it's any good or not. I think some reviews said it's not great, but I'm curious to take a look at this one. Really interesting. So we got Future Tactics, as well as one other game. This is probably the one I'm most excited to actually play. I hope it's good. I really hope it's good. It's a game on the Xbox 360, and it's only out on 360 and PC from what I've seen. So this is a console exclusive. It's a game called Dark. I'd never heard of this game before. Apparently, it's a stealth vampire RPG of some kind, and that sounds right up my alley. Giving me kind of vibes of like Vampire the Masquerade and stuff like that, which I'm super stoked for that new game coming out. That's gonna be really, really dope. But yeah, Dark on the 360. Never heard of it. It was the first time I ever saw it, and I had to ask the guy to take a look at it and see what it was all about, and looks pretty awesome to me. So I think I'm actually going to be playing this one on stream pretty soon because I really want to check it out. But yeah, those are the games for this week. 9 total pickups. Let's take a look at the summary and get these games up on the wall. Again, I think we did pretty okay this week. The first set of 7 pickups, we got them for $20, 7 games for $20, and it was a total value of $67 on that one. And then the Future Taxes and Dark, the sticker price on this one, it was I think a total of $13, but the guy gave it to me for $12 with no taxes or anything like that. So those games are pretty much I paid kind of what they're worth, but they looked a little bit more interesting to me. But in total, yeah, $32 spent for the weekend, and total value added to the collection of 81. Not bad, not bad. And we got some really cool games to kind of add in there. So yeah, thank you guys for checking out the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Should hopefully have another video up next week of some of the game finds I get this weekend. And I hope to see you guys on stream. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. It's YouTube. You know what to do. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later, guys.